Mic test. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Abhi DhiYogi with another curation of stories, songs, and ideas. On today's brainstorm, if I may say that, on how we are asked to pay attention to something or to someone, or when we try to focus on a particular thing that we are working on or trying to accomplish, or whatever we are doing in simple terms. So this attention and focus, which seem to be the key to learning, yeah? Especially you hear this in the classroom. Pay attention, right? At least when I was growing up, that's what the teacher would say. Pay attention. Or learn to focus. Yeah. Because I would always be distracted, if I may say that. Looking outside the window, or talking to my friend, versus what they were teaching on the board, yeah. And I would hear that quite a bit. Pay attention or focus. And I did, without even knowing what that meant, yeah. That meant I stopped, being distracted and focus on something that I thought was boring, or I didn't really know how I would ever use it. But I never had that issue when reading a storybook or, watching a movie. No one told me to pay attention or focus. I was drawn. My attention was there 100%, watching the action movies, yeah. I liked action movies. Well, now, okay, but back then, yeah. No one had to tell me that, hey, pay attention to a movie or focus on the movie. So, as I grew, this attention and focus, which are required for me to, I guess, do the best that I can in whatever I'm doing, or learn from whatever is happening, with my attention and focus. Seems like it, right? These two, how they're related to each other and what they mean. And what is it exactly? Bring your attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Is that like something I take out of a pocket and say, pay attention? No, it's not that easy. What is attention, right? Or be focused. What is focused? Look at something really intensely. Give it 100%, I guess, yeah? Maybe. So, what is attention and what is focus? We'll talk about the relationship so that it helps us pay attention or focus in our classrooms. Yeah, the movies I'm not worried about, or any other entertainment, or being with friends or whatnot. We're not talking about the fun stuff. We're talking about the mundane stuff that we think, oh man, this is boring, right? How do we pay attention to that or be focused in such a situation? And to kickstart, we'll try to understand what attention is, what does that even mean, and what is focus, and how do I pay attention, or how can I gain focus after this song. ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಮಂಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಸ್ಸಂಜೆ ತಿಳಿ ತಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲುವೆ ನೀಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಾಟ ನಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಎದೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಜನ್ಮಾನದ ಮೌನ ಮುರಿದು ಬಿಸಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ನೀ ಬಗೆದು ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರನ್ನು ತಗದು ನೀವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆವರಿಸು ನೀ ಬೇಗೆ ಹರಿಸು ಜನ್ಮಾನದ ಉಲ್ಲಾಸನಿ ಕುಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ನಿಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನನ್ನ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ಆವರಿಸು मैं ತುಂಬಿ ಆವರಿಸು just ಮಾತಲ್ಲಿ This song, it's a Kannada song. It's a cover of Raghu Dixit. Yeah, original. It talks about dawn, when the day is coming up and the night is fading away, or where the day and the night meet. Talks about that. And for me, this attention, as we say it, it seems like that fine line of dawn. Yeah, there's the day and the night that are meeting, right? And once my attention is looking at the sunrise, and then the other second my attention is going to the stars that are on the other side. So for me, attention seems like that line of dawn that I have to be with constantly. Though there's always a choice between two at any given moment, right? That is what it seems like. The day and night, right? The boring class or the talking to friends, right? And attention seems to be always flickering between the two. And becomes difficult. Then how do I pay attention? Because there's always a choice in my mind between the day and the night, the boring lesson and the entertainment. Between going for lunch or what's cooking for lunch to what I'll be doing in the evening, right? So all these different things, past and future, my attention goes, sometimes to the sun that's up in the sky, that's coming up, or sometimes to the moon, like that. Yeah. So for me, attention is faster than light. Because if I look up at a star, at the night sky and look at a star, paying attention to a particular star, I'm connected to the star instantaneously. The light might take millions of years to reach. That's not the point. But if I'm looking up at a particular star, I'm connected instantaneously with my attention. What am I looking at? How old that is? Getting into the nitty-gritty. That's not the point. The point is my attention connected me to the star. If I look at the moon, my attention connected me to the moon. Looking, right? Then if I'm listening to a particular song, my attention has connected me to that song. Similarly, if I'm eating and I taste the flavors, depending on my attention, I connect to the flavors. Same thing with the touch and feelings. So for me, when I said, what is this attention? I think attention, as I said before, the line of dawn, where two meet. To expand on that, I believe attention is like the interface, that connects me to whatever around me. That's attention for me. And whatever I get connected with my attention, I tend to experience that in line with how attentive I am or how much attention I'm paying, right? And what does that paying the attention mean? Well, I guess this interface, the attention that connects me to, let's say, the beautiful colors of a tree, yeah, or the leaves. As I'm looking at it, I guess there is the way I look at it, yeah, just an idea again. Let's think there is a tunnel, right, from my eyes that's going all the way up to the leaves. And the color of the leaves, which is green, is what travels back through this tunnel into my eyes. Depending on how open this tunnel is of attention, yeah, tunnel of attention. You might call it tunnel vision, yeah? But I will call it tunnel attention. And depending on how open I am to receiving, right? That is how much of attention I've paid to the leaves. And it's easy for me to pay attention to the things that are stimulating, yeah, that make me feel good, versus the boring stuff, yeah, learning formulas and this or that or something from the book, yeah, may seem boring. But if the question that the teacher asks, right, is let's see who can pay attention to this boring lesson the most. Not focus on the lesson or pay attention, but who can build this tunnel, right, of attention to this lesson that I'm teaching the most effectively, or who can be open, right? And for how long? Can that tunnel be open, right? So that you can take in this knowledge or this information that may help you in the future. And how it will help if I state that. As a teacher, I think the children or the students may start opening up their tunnel of attention towards the lesson. To receive attention, yeah? They're not actually, I shouldn't say that. To receive the lesson by paying the attention. So there are two doors to the tunnel, I guess. One which starts from my eyes, and my mind and my ears and whatnot, and goes towards the blackboard or whatever is being taught. And when it touches the blackboard, there's another door that opens there, through which, this information starts coming back to me so that I can understand. And for that to happen, effectively, how open I am, with these two doors matters. Because what happens is, within a second, this tunnel of attention moves from the blackboard to the motorcycle that's going outside, through the window. Very easy. So, attention per me is that tunnel with the two doors. Right? And how open we are determines what we receive and how much attention we pay. So the question in lesson should be, let's see who is able to build the best tunnel of attention to this particular lesson. How about a song? Waves, all just waves. You and me, babe. These bees, birds and hay. Waves. From the rocks to the mountains, from the stars to the moon, waves. What's near and far, friend? Waves. Everything in between. I've dived deep, only to surface. I've touched your shore, only to retreat away. This love and hate waves. Is there anything else? So as we open the tunnel of our attention, it may shift from one thing to the other, or one place to the other, or one priority to the other, or one point to the other, very easily. So opening the door and being attentive is one part. But then focus is something else. Focus is holding your attention to something for X amount of time. It's like, let's say I concentrate or focus on the camera. How long can I look at the camera, right? Without getting distracted of a thought of the lunch, right? Or what I have to do in the afternoon. Or let's say I'm playing the guitar and singing a song. How long can I be focused so that I'm singing the best that I can? So focus, I believe, right, is the length of time that you can keep your attention open. In other words, the length of time that you can pay attention to something or someone is focus. And what has happened, compared to what was happening when I was growing up in school and whatnot, the amount of distractions were less. We didn't have phones or technology. All we had was friends and maybe some fun and mischief, that we would do in the class or outside. But very less distraction as I am in the classroom or having a conversation, right? So it was very easy for us to focus. But with the emergence of technology and, the phones, right? Though I might be in a conversation with someone, my mind might be thinking, has someone messaged me on that messenger or on that social media or the email, right? Or something might buzz in our pocket. It's like we're carrying the whole world in our pocket. Information, transactions, relationships, right? Communication, everything in our pocket to the world. So the ability to focus, leave alone paying attention, right, has, I believe, tremendously reduced. At least for me. It takes a conscious effort to stay focused. So how do I stay focused is the big question in today's day and age, right? Okay, I know what is attention and opening the tunnel of attention, right? Which is the interface between me and you, right? Let's say we are talking. But then my focus drifts, and along with that, my tunnel of attention goes to my pocket and my phone, right? Instantaneously. And I lose whatever you're saying, and I'm just nodding my head as if I'm listening, right? And then again I come back, right? Primarily because my focus shifted. And with my focus being shifted, my attention shifted. So what is focus? Focus is where you point. It's on someone, something, making eye contact, looking at the person, for example, in a conversation, and opening up that tunnel of attention so that we hear and listen to whatever they're saying. So whatever they are saying through this tunnel, if we're focused, comes to us, our ears process or take it in, and our mind processes. And we understand, or we assimilate, or we comprehend. As easy as it sounds, try it next time. Because I still haven't figured out how to listen attentively. Speaking is easy, listening. So, the focus being drifting from one place to the other or one point to the other, and with our technology and phone, right? There are various ways that one can stay focused. Switch off all the alerts on the phone. Only keep those of key, let's say colleagues and friends and family active. So if there's an emergency, they'll call you. But we don't need to be pinged with every email, with every message that comes to us, which drifts our focus to, something that's trivial and from the most important thing, where everything is happening in the present, in the here and now. So the biggest detrimental factor in losing focus, this tunnel that we talked about, this attention and this focus as we talked about. If there was one name, that would be here and now. If I am in the here and now, listening, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I will listen the best that I can. If I am in the here and now singing, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, to the best, then I'm in the here and now, being attentive and focused on whatever I'm doing. So chances of me making a mistake is less. If I am in the here and now in a conversation with someone that I like and love, my tunnel of attention as well as focus is open to whatever is happening in the here and now. So I'm able to listen, connect with this person much, much better. Seems very basic, yeah? And that's what happens when I'm watching a movie. I'm in the here and now, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, because I'm just focused on whatever is happening as if I'm part of the movie. It sucked me in, right? And in that moment, when we're watching the movie, if we realize, look at that. I'm so engrossed in the movie, tears rolling down my eyes just because there was a sad scene, or, fear rising because it was a horror movie, right? As if I'm there in that movie, right? Completely engrossed, my senses and my mind. So attention and focus originate from our mind, if I may say that, right? Take the route of our senses, connect with something that's external, and be it sight, be it sound, be it smell, whatever is returned with whatever we have opened that channel or the tunnel, we experience the smells, the sense, the touch, the sight, the sounds. Our brain does. But it's only if we are paying attention, focused, or in the here and now. If you're driving on a highway and on the phone, you might realize, hey, you know what, I missed that exit, or I didn't take that turn because I was so preoccupied. My attention was on the phone, talking. So attention for me is like a lamp or torch, that I focus on the path that I'm traveling, yeah? In summary. If I focus it on the blackboard, I'm receiving whatever is happening on the blackboard, listening. Whether I understand it, whatnot, that's separate. But if I'm focused and have let me put it this way, the lamp or the torch focused on the blackboard. Yeah, my attention and my focus. And then suddenly if there's another, nice car going outside or something that catches my attention, meaning I shift that torch and put the glow there and say, you know what? Yes, that's a beautiful motorcycle, or a beautiful person, or a beautiful car, right? And suddenly it's drifted there, my flashlight. And then again I come back, but I've missed, right? Certain parts of the lesson. One example. Same thing with the conversation. So how do we hold the attention? How do we hold the focus? We'll talk about after this song. And I'm not sure if I have gone over time, but give me 1 second. There's some chats. Thank you for your kind words. I have gone over by 5 minutes, so I'll keep the song short and then we'll wrap this up in 5 minutes. space, all my time, space. When you go, when you leave, this time and space. In the now, in the here, you will be when you leave. The time, the space, all my time and space. What will you hear, and what will you send? What will you see, and what will you taste when you leave? The time when you leave, the space, in the now, in the here, you will know what is real. The touch of the breeze, the taste of the rain, the sight of the suns, the scent of the earth, the sounds of the sky within each one of us. In the now, in the here, in the now, in the here. So, how do we pay attention or stay focused? Because mind is from where, we pay attention and we stay focused. And if you want to blame it on the mind that it flickers, that so be it, but mind is all over the place. So, if I want to stop playing the guitar, I stopped. That's it. My hand listened. But the mind isn't so, right? So, how do I stay focused? And what does that even mean? What does that even effort mean? Paying attention and staying focused. Well, concentrating, fine. To a point, right? Don't think about anything else, all right? It's like don't think about zebras. The first thought is zebras. So how do I pay attention? Well, the trick is, or the secret is, by coming into the here and now, in this moment. Whatever I'm doing, my hands are playing the guitar, right? My mind is coordinated, speaking some words, right? I'm paying attention, per se, to so many things. How? I don't have to think about, the chords or anything. It's just happening. So when it's all happening automatically, my mind drifts to something else, the lunch and whatnot, right? So there's a background process that starts. So all of this, right? If we were to think, you can read books and whatnot, but it's impossible to say, I'll control my mind. Because attention drifts, focus drifts. What gets us back on track, right? The lamp or the torch moving from one place to the other is having a goal. You know what? I've come here to learn a lesson, right? So let me focus on that. How can I focus on it? Let me be here in the now. That's it. And what does that mean? Let me be here in the now. My attention. So set a goal, right? Focus on that. Maybe every hour if you want, right? Whatever you're doing, or playing a guitar or singing, yeah, that's the goal, right? So how do I stay focused on it? Because I set that goal. I'm playing guitar and telling stories, whatnot. As soon as I'm focused, most of my attention stays here. Where? In the here and now. As long as I'm in the here and now. If I'm not here and I put my torch outside and start looking at, what's that neighbor doing, right? Suddenly I've drifted. So where should the torch be focused if we think in the here and now? How can I be in the here and now? Pay attention to the breath. Coming in, going out. That's it. Not controlling, I'm moving the torch. Yeah, move. Don't worry about it. Just come back to the breath whenever you can. And that's the practice. Because once you start coming back to the breath, you're coming to the here and now. And there, you're attentive to whatever is happening in the present moment. And whatever you set out as a goal. Because your focus won't be on that. It'll come back to that. So anytime we are distracted or I am distracted, I try to bring my attention to my breath. That's about it. Meaning just watching the breath, yeah? I'm not trying to control it. I'm not trying to analyze this or that. Just being, right? Playing the guitar. And if I'm distracted, I guess I realize, hey, you know what? I got distracted. Let me bring the torch back onto whatever I was doing. So what's the secret to paying attention and being focused? Be in the here and now. How to be in the here and now? Look at your breath. One breath at a time. Count if you need to. And don't try to force anything, please. If you're distracted, you're distracted. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just accept it. And count the breath. And come back to the goal that you had set. I was here to learn something. That's it. So, in terms of paying attention and focus, I missed a word as I was singing. I don't know if you noticed it. Because the sun came out. Because today the sun is out, in and out, yeah? But over the last 2.5 weeks, it wasn't. It was gloomy. So I'm excited the sun is out in Chicago. So it came out, so I got distracted a little bit. For everyone who's here for the first time, you may watch the past concerts or read the books at abhi.dhiyogi.org. That's abhi.dhiyogi.org. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time. Thank you.